وأظلنا شهر السلام ضيف يزور بكل عام فإذا أهل هلاله في الكون ينحسر الظلام في الكون ينحسر الظلام.
بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن استنى بسنة إلى يوم الدين ثم أما بعد. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's Friday night, not Thursday night like we usually sit together. And it's post Taraweeh, and I have a beautiful guest here with me, mashallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi
How are you doing,
wa
Sheikh?
barakatuh. I'm doing very well, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah.
Sheikh, we all know you as Sheikh Tamaam, right? But when I asked you your full name, your complete name, you said Mohammed, maruf,
Sharafuddin.
Sharafuddin.
Tamaam is a nickname.
Is a nickname.
Yeah, so my real name is Mohammed Maruf Mohammad.
Okay.
That is the real name.
Now, in Cape Town and parts of, I think, probably India and Pakistan, people have a name like Muhammad Yusuf or Muhammad Yasin. And both names are his names.
Yeah.
So your name is also
like
Murakkab?
Mohammed Maruf. Yeah, Murakkab. Mohammed Maruf ismi wa Mohammed Sharafuddin ism abi.
Okay,
My father's name is Mohammed Sharafuddin.
Okay, so you also have that custom of
taking father's name, and that to yours, or Murakkab. Murakkab li nafsik.
And so where does the nickname come Tamaam?
Oh, the Tamaam. Yeah, the Tamaam. I got this nickname from my students. Yeah, whenever I'm teaching, I used to utter the word.
Yes.
Tamaam. Then the students respond to me, yes, Tamaam. Naam, Tamaam. So now it become like so in Ghana, we call it we call Muallim as Malam.
Yes.
We call Muallim as a Malam. So all the Ghanaians who learned by me or studied from me, they call me Malam Tamaam.
Okay.
Okay. Or Ustaz Tamaam.
Okay, mashallah.
Right.
Because you are Tamaam.
Yeah.
I had some, when I was teaching at the center in Saudi, I had some Ghanaian colleagues. And the one guy's name was Mustafa, but in his passport, there was also an English name, Benjamin. Is this common in Ghana?
Yeah, you get some Christians who convert to Islam, but they're still keeping their surnames.
Okay. So the children also have that in their passport.
Surnames. Some also maybe from the family. From the family, the surname, they keep it, but their Muslim name also is given to them.
Okay.
Right. So this is how what happens. So you're going to hear Mustafa Benjamin.
Yes, mashallah. Sheikh, so this program is called Taraweeh Chronicles, يعني حكايات قصص التراويح. The first, can you remember the first time you attended Taraweeh as a child?
Yo. Why are you taking me? You're taking me very, very far back. Alhamdulillah. For Taraweeh, I started doing Taraweeh when I was at Surah Al-Fatih.
Okay.
Surah Al-Fatih. And then, in our home, Ghana, in our house, my father was the Imam, right? So father was the Imam, and we learned from him as well.
He was the Malam.
He's the Sheikh.
Is Malam then the word from Muallim? Is it like?
It's from Muallim, yeah. You see, Muallim. It's an Hausa language, Malam.
Yes.
Like a knowledgeable person, So he put us in front, mostly because we're doing hifz.
Yes.
So just to keep us, working hard over our lessons. So I stood for Taraweeh and Tahajjud, because Ghana we do Taraweeh and Tahajjud.
Okay.
But here what I've observed is only Taraweeh and maybe Salatul Layl.
Yes.
You understand? Yes. Here, this is what I've observed.
Yeah.
But in Ghana, we do Taraweeh and do Tahajjud from the last 10 days of the month of Ramadan.
No, alhamdulillah, at my masjid we have Taraweeh and then we have the Qiyamul Layl. And then Sheikh Mohammed, the Somali Sheikh, he has that same program for the last 10 nights of Ramadan.
MashaAllah.
Alhamdulillah. Sheikh, so you always read in books, and people write different articles on how to memorize the Quran. And reciting your work out in Salah is always one of the tips, one of the advices they give to
the
new Huffaz. Yeah. And last week I was speaking to someone, and he said his Sheikh would consider you ready and really a Hafiz when you can take that mihrab.
Actually, standing at mihrab is something big.
Very big.
Something very, very, very huge.
Yes.
Let me put it that way.
You get in there, Sheikh, and you feel your feet.
It's something else.
Yes.
Whatever you know and whatever you're going to deliver is in the hands and in control of Allah.
Yes.
Right? It's not the person doesn't know his work. If he do not know his work, he will not stand there.
He would not take the responsibility.
He's not even going to be picked.
Yes.
As a person to stand there.
Yes.
He knows it.
Yeah.
But it's left with Allah to, relieve his tongue for him to be able to deliver.
Yeah.
So if any mistake, whatever happens, it comes from Allah with his idhn. Allah did not permit you.
Yes.
He did not permit you to recite it. If he permits you, you go through it.
A few years ago, there was this new Sheikh in the Haram that recites like Sheikh Ali Jabir about Uthman. And he was also, making lots of mistakes at first.
A lot.
I can only but imagine, leading Salah in the Haram of Mecca, like more than 1 million people around, and all the TV stations
you
on
say
you.
The whole world.
the whole world is watching you.
Exactly.
I can only imagine how one would feel. And then people turn around, oh, this guy probably doesn't know his work.
You understand?
I mean, he goes through, he's chosen by the, the government. He's chosen by a committee.
By the committee who are more specialists in the Quran. And they know this can do for us.
And he's been reading for years in some other masjid.
There's also, it happens to him, Shurem as well. All of them, it happens to all of them.
And another funny thing, Sheikh, if our people go for Hajj or Umrah, and one of them make a mistake in Surah Yasin or Surah Mulk.
Thousands of people going to correct you.
Sheikh, so for how many years have you been leading Taraweeh?
It's a lot.
From the start with Surah Fath till now.
Yeah, I think you want to expose my age. With this, you're gonna expose my age, because people do not expect me to reach at that age with this.
In your current form,
you understand?
You're looking good, man. You know,
actually, I started Taraweeh at the age of 18, 17, 18, when my father, Sharifuddin, rahimahullah, was alive, and he helped us a lot. He helped us a lot to be able to go through with it. So every year, Taraweeh and Tahajjud, we stand for the community, inshallah. The community loves it, mashallah. So that is how it started. I would say maybe from 19, if I'm not deceiving myself with the age, it's gonna be maybe 1995.
1995.
Yeah, from that column.
Okay. Yeah, so not that there's not so much big difference between me and you in age there.
Yeah.
Sheikh, now, okay, so you started, and you had memorized till Surah Fath, and you started doing Taraweeh.
That is from Nas to Fath.
From Nas to Fath,
because we do from the back. We don't do from the front.
Yeah, and each region has its own methodology. In Cape Town, South Africa, we also start from the back.
Also,
or
maybe
five. Yes.
5 at the back, or 3 at the back.
Oh, but you guys come all the way from the back.
We go all the way from the back up.
Ah, interesting.
The wisdom behind is what I've observed throughout the Quran. The back sessions are more difficult verses.
Yeah, shorter verses might seem easy, but it's difficult.
It's difficult, yeah. They are more difficult to know, right? So as Almighty Allah said, "Innama al-usri yusra." We don't want to begin with the yusra. we begin with the usr, so
Okay.
that the user is there waiting for
okay.
you. You understand? But when you begin from the front, you're gonna take it easy. But when you get closer to the back, you're gonna struggle. I remember I had one student at Belgravia when my school being instituted there. Salam
Salam
Road, Salam Street.
Yes.
7th Avenue in Belgravia. The school was located
That's
there.
in fact where I met you the first time with Ahmad Kamali.
Exactly, yes, exactly. So by then, I have one student, his name is Suleiman. He stayed near. His parents, they brought him to my school, and they told me he's doing front, but now he want to be started from the back.
Because he thinks it's easier.
Yeah, he thinks it's the easier because he was also struggling to come from the front. So when I started with him, Surah Al-Mujadala, Qad Sami Allah. Unfortunately, we couldn't proceed because he sees that now
too challenging.
It's too challenging. So it's better he takes from his front because now he weigh both sides. Which one is more difficult? But I told him, no matter what, you're gonna reach there. So if possible, let's struggle and do it. Then you're gonna go out from it. You're gonna come out from it.
I think starting from the back, Sheikh, seems to be easier because we know it, we're acquainted with it.
Yeah.
We hear the short surahs a lot. But if it was something we've never heard before, like, had to memorize from scratch, it would have been very difficult.
Very, very, very extremely difficult. But what I can also add on is listening and learning is two different things.
Okay.
Yeah. You can listen and you don't ponder. You don't observe.
Yes.
It won't help you.
Yeah.
You can't do anything with it because people listen from many years. They never become Maulanas or Shuyukh or whatever. Okay.
It's not structured.
It's not structured. Okay. You can maybe hear, oh, this one is familiar.
Yes.
You can hear it's familiar to him. But
or you can hear somebody is making a mistake, but he wouldn't be able to rectify
him.
Yeah, that's wrong, but he doesn't know.
You understand? So this is how it happens. But the person who studied, who sit and study, is two different things of listening and then studying.
Sheikh, I lived for a while in Egypt, then I lived in Saudi. Then I have, like the kutab, like the maktab.
Maktab, yeah.
Is there a maktab system in Ghana? Or do people...
No, there is, or I'll say there are maktab system in Ghana that they open for people to come and read books, right? We have one sheikh of ours. We call him Sheikh Nuh.
Okay.
Sheikh Nuh, mashallah, is also a big sheikh in Ghana. He's doing very well. Alhamdulillah. He got a maktab, and then we got other schools also. They got makatib, and then maybe when it comes to the Muslims leaders also, they have makatib for the Muslim students.
Okay.
Those who are learning, who are studying Islamic studies, they've got those makatib for them. Alhamdulillah.
So it's like public access. You can go there.
You can go there and read, and then you leave the book there. You sign in and go and read the book, then you go home.
Sheikh, now memorizing the Quran, you say you start from the back.
I think let me complete with the time period it takes me for the Taraweeh, and then the areas I stood.
So you started in Ghana, but then now you're South Africa.
Yeah, I know. I'm in South
Africa. So how many places?
I
mean, you're now known as South Masjid Mansour. Like Sheikh Hudayfi is known as the South of the voice of Medina. You are now known as the voice of Masjid Mansour.
Sure.
For how many years? Masjid Mansour's Sharif.
Yeah. Before I will come to Masjid Mansour, where Sheikh Dhafir is the Imam.
He's like our father, alhamdulillah.
He's our father there. He's everything for us. Subhanallah. What a man. May Allah keep him long.
Amen.
And then preserve him, mashallah, and give him health, inshallah, for a very long period. He must stay with us. Amen. We're going to miss him. We love him so much. Before I come there, I was Imam at Pero, or I would say I started leading Taraweeh in Bosmont in Joburg.
Okay.
Bosmont, when that Imam Sheikh Malik, if I'm not, it's been some while now, Sheikh Malik, when he was Imam there, but he's marhum now. May
Allah
Allah forgive him and grant him
Yeah,
Jannah.
currently I think it's Sheikh Ansar Joadin.
Is there.
Joadin is the
Yeah,
Imam.
so I led Taraweeh there with Abdul Mumin, the Egyptian.
Oh, okay, who came to Cape Town?
Yeah, who came.
So he was in Bosman before?
Yeah, I was in Bosman with him.
So I never knew he was in Joburg.
No, he was in Joburg. I think they brought him from Cape Town to Joburg, and I was already invited at that masjid to lead Taraweeh there.
Okay, so guys were together.
We had together. So at the end of the day, we met here again in Cape Town.
Again in Masjid Mansour.
Yeah, Masjid Mansour. I met in Masjid Mansour again, and alhamdulillah, it went well. So from there, I come to Cape Town. So coming to Cape Town, I started reading. I became imam in Pero Islamic community. Small
Sheikh Nabil Majid is imam.
Perfect.
Okay.
Where Sheikh Nabil was, I was the second imam there.
Okay, you were with him there. Were you together?
No. I was there before. He is the third. I was the third imam.
Oh, okay, of the whole society.
Yeah, he's the third time that after me, I was partnership for after 1 year I spent with Ibrahim.
Okay, yes.
Ibrahim, yeah.
Karim.
Yeah. So I was with him. So for there I spent 2 years in Pero, leading Taraweeh there, giving lectures for Jumu'ah and whatever.
Yes.
And then I moved from there to Panorama, where Sheikh Maulana Wasim is.
I was also there at one point. you know that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was there. I was there before Sheikh Wasim.
Yeah. So Sheikh Wasim there also, I stood there for 2 years for Taraweeh.
MashaAllah.
Yeah. Then after that, I decided to move from that northern suburb to
southern suburb.
So then I came closer to Belgravia. I was in Belgravia, and then already I was teaching in Pillin Madrasa, where Sheikh Rashid Brown, maruf, Allah forgive him and grant him Jannah.
Amen.
Yeah, his school I was teaching there. I was a teacher there.
Okay.
Yeah, as a Hifz teacher. So from there, I gained experience with how to teach Quran in this country.
Yeah.
I have to work with them.
You have to adapt.
Yeah, I have to work with them and adopt their system and compare it with my system and see how it's gonna go forward. So with that, I spent 1 year there. So I used to drive from Pero
all the way
from Pero and come and teach there. Yeah, to Pillin.
Yo.
And then when I come there, I go to Masjid Mansour.
Okay.
Mount View Masjid. And I go there and make my Fajr there, but no one knew me by then.
Okay.
So until one day I decided to go to Mount View for Jumu'ah.
Yes.
Then I saw Sheikh Dhafir and I went and greeted him. Sheikh Anwar, I knew him in Pero already because he used to come there and teach Lugha Arabiya.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So there I was imam there, and he come there and teach Lugha Arabiya with the community, with his people also.
Yes.
Before you're gonna get into Mandu. So when I came there, I met Sheikh Anwar. We greeted, mashallah. But I went and introduced myself to Sheikh Dhafir.
Okay.
So then I told him. Then he told me he got a friend that they make. They went to Saudi together from Ghana. Is Dr. Tajuddin.
Okay.
And I said, Dr. Tajuddin is my father.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
close family.
Yeah, it's my father. I'll tell him it's my father.
Like Sheikh Dhafir is to us, Sheikh
You understand? Yeah, so it's my father. So I told him, oh, really? Okay. Then he said, okay, then you're gonna give me opportunity to come and give lectures there the following week. This is how we met.
Okay.
So that year, I supposed to go and read Taraweeh at Panorama. But Sheikh Dhafir wanted me there for Taraweeh.
And we all know Sheikh Dhafir wants something. Sheikh Dhafir
gets it. Yeah, he gets it. Because he's a polite man.
Yes.
He's a kind and lovely person.
And you don't want to disappoint him.
Yeah, no, you don't want a disappointment. I see him as a father, I can't disappoint him. So that year, I stood in Panorama. So he booked me for the next year. Okay, so then that year, I started with him for Taraweeh in Monview Masjid, which is Masjid Mansour, mashallah, and the people there are lovely people, subhanallah. I love them all.
Alhamdulillah. Sheikh, so who's reading with you this year, in the last 2 years?
Yeah.
2020 there was nothing. 2021, 22.
Yeah. I'm reading there with Sheikh Luqman Plateau, and then Hafiz Suraj.
Yes.
And then his brother, Maki.
Not there anymore?
He's no more there. But the first year I came there, he was with us. So we were 4.
Okay.
So then
What a team, Sheikh. What a combination.
the combination was liquor.
Masjid Mansour is
yeah.
always full, Sheikh.
Yeah, it's too much.
One of the masajid that's always full.
Can I tell you the secret behind it?
What's the secret, Sheikh?
The secret is hidden because other people are gonna adopt from us. You understand?
So you can't share it.
I don't want to share it, but I just want to give just a small insight with the wisdom behind Sheikh Dhafir implementing
what he implements,
what he has implemented there. Some people do not understand, but we find ourselves there and we understood what he's talking about. You know, number one, we gave opportunity to the weak ones, the old ones. We give opportunity to the sick ones. We give opportunity to the children. We give opportunity to the busy business people.
In fact, that's a sunnah, Sheikh.
You understand?
Yeah.
Perfect. So now, instead of us to think of ourselves, we think of them. So we don't think of ourselves. So man view the imams and our father, the spirit behind is not about us.
It's about them.
It's about the people,
musalli,
the musalli.
the jama'ah.
So we think of them. And then the musalli also, you see, they are more comfortable to receive it the way we are giving to them. You know, so it keeps it, you know, that's why every time there is full. There is no masjid. I know a lot of masajid at this time you go, it's not full anymore.
No,
but
only the first few nights. And then in a week's time or so, then it will start getting full again.
But now Monview, from the beginning of the month till the end of it, is full. You see, the system is working.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think there should be options, man. I mean,
so why must it be like that? Because there are some people who blame us why we're not doing
full Quran. Yeah.
So we want to explain to them. We're taking this opportunity to explain to the people who are always hammering on us why we're not doing full Quran. Is because
Sheikh, and with the team that you have, you can easily do full Quran.
We can do it. If we can do it, it's something that we've been doing. It's not like we can't do it. That's why you see where I went through. They are all full Qurans.
Yeah.
You know, and we went through it safe here.
Yeah.
No complaints, right? So now in Monview, the system is different. But it's the difficult aspect of what we are doing than what we used to do. You see, we reading few verses, but it's more difficult than to read long.
It's like speaking. You know, sometimes you go to a Jummah and the Jummah goes on for 45, 50 minutes. And you might think, mashallah, but the Sheikh didn't prepare.
He didn't prepare, yeah.
He didn't prepare. He was just going on. And then another person speaks for 10 minutes.
And then,
it was prepared, and he gives what he needs to give.
He give you the what you want. Wallahi, it's very difficult to stand in that mihrab because the shortened aspect of it, to break it up and come and take is not easy. It's not easy at all, Habibi. And then the pressure.
It's a new art, Sheikh, a new fun here too.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure. Yeah. So if we stand there and then we stuck, that doesn't mean we don't know our work. We know our work. Everyone stacks. That is sunnah for
Sheikh,
Quran.
Okay. Sheikh Tamaam, you have this beautiful voice. You're known as the Shuraim of Mount View Masjid. But who do you listen to when you get into your car and you switch your car on? Who do you actually listen
to? I started imitating Mohammed Siddiq al-Minshawi.
Sheikh, wallahi, that is... Last week also, our guest, we spoke about the qabul, the general acceptance of Sheikh Minshawi. It transcends, it goes beyond whatever other ism. You can be, you know, Salafi, Ikhwani, Tablighi, whatever, you know, everybody listens to Minshawi.
Mohammed Siddiq al-Minshawi, since I was a child, I listened to him. I think I would say most of my lessons in the Quran, he taught me through the cassette. I used cassettes. By then it was a cassette. We don't have even CD and whatever, right? We use cassette. I put cassette in my father's tape and listen over and over and read my lesson. So I copied him with advance. So I used Muhammad Siddiq al-Minshawi many conferences, you know, in Ghana, And even here, if I'm being invited somewhere, I don't recite Shurem there.
Shurem is for Taraweeh.
It's for Taraweeh,
Yeah.
or it's for leading Salah.
Yeah.
You understand?
And that's the amazing thing of choosing a Qari to listen to.
Hmm.
You could be sad today and you need like something to lift you up, and then you listen to a specific Qari. You might be reciting at the conference and you recite like a specific
That
Qari.
doesn't mean I don't have my own tune. I have my own one. Because I see which one people love most.
Yeah.
You know? And give it to them.
Yeah. It's like I told you, when I got to Egypt and my colleagues were all from Comore Islands and they were from Nigeria and they were from Ghana.
Yeah.
They would all be reciting either like Sheikh Al-Husari or Sheikh Abdul Basit, the Tartil style.
Or Mohammed Siddiq al-Minshawi.
And Sheikh Mohammed Siddiq al-Minshawi. So I was thinking, perhaps on their radio stations, these are the only Qaris being played.
No, it's world things. It's worldwide thing. So we listen to them everywhere. So you have a choice to look at your voice, especially the teacher who is teaching you, like your Sheikh, who is handling you for the hips. Sheikh Ahmed Sharfuddin, my Shaqiq brother, he is the one who uplifted me with the Quran, right? And he also read the Muhammad Siddiq al-Minshawi. And then we have one doctor. We both learned under my brother, who is Sheikh Ahmed Sharfuddin, who is also the head of Quran in Ghana, Kumasi.
So he stayed. He didn't move.
You understand? So now for that, the Muhammad Siddiq al-Minshawi become like something everyone want to listen to.
Yes.
You understand? But otherwise, Muhammad Shuraim, I studied. I listened to.
I'm gonna adjust my knees here.
You see, when Shuraim came in first, as a new, when it came in new, we listened to Shuraim. So I do the Mishawi. I already completed my hips, and I still do the Mishawi, and nothing bothered me to think of Shuraim. So one day we were doing tahajjud. So there were a friend of us, I'll say a colleague, he also completed. Then he came and stood there with Shurem. Said, what is happening? And I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Right? So after he completed, I called him. I said, his name is Fuad. He's a hips teacher in Ghana. Sheikh Fuad, make us exchange the Mishawi and then the Shurem. Give the Shurem to me. I give the Muhammad Siddiq al-Minshawi to you. This is the agreement we went through. Right? So we agreed upon. Wallahi, as I'm talking to you now, if he's going to read Muhammad Siddiq al-Minshawi, as if he don't know Shurem.
It just changed from that day.
We did it. We did it perfectly. I took it, he took it. And then we both have both. Because I have the Muhammad Siddiq al-Minshawi, Shurem cannot take it away because it's the foundation of my memorization, right? And then he also kept his Shurem. At the same time, he got the Muhammad Siddiq al-Minshawi. So Alhamdulillah, it was like we exchanged for the best.
Definitely.
Alhamdulillah.
I think that's very important, Sheikh. Taraweeh is quite long, right? People spend an hour there, and it shouldn't be burdensome.
Yeah, exactly.
It shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be difficult. And like we said, it's not a must that it must be a juz and a quarter.
Exactly.
That you can do.
I agree with you, 100%.
At your own
capacity
at home.
When you are at home, complete the Quran. You can complete Quran 10 times on your own. We don't put the burden upon other people who might not afford to stand on their feet for that 20 rak'at with the full Quran.
You know, it amazes me how Mu'adh ibn Jabal went to the Prophet ﷺ to complain about the man who left. But then the Prophet ﷺ asked you, are you a fatan? Are you testing people's iman?
Subhanallah.
And accommodating people is very important.
Can you imagine the wisdom behind Sheikh Dhafri's implementation in Monville, which has made Monville like
a household name,
is the haram of Cape Town. Monville become haram of Cape Town now. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, it's a great achievement for us.
Sheikh, are you going to do for us a little bit of Shuraim or Minshawi this evening?
Okay, maybe I'm gonna give you both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you both. I'm going to give you both. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألف لام ميم. ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون والذين يؤمنون بما أنزل إليك وما أنزل من قبلك وبالآخرة هم يوقنون أولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون إن الذين كفروا سواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون ختم الله على قلوبهم وعلى سمعهم وأبصارهم ختم الله على قلوبهم وعلى سمعهم وعلى أبصارهم غشاوة ولهم عذاب عظيم. Now I'm gonna read Muhammad Siddiqui al-Mishawi. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إذا الشمس كورت وإذا النجوم انكدرت وإذا الجبال سيرت وإذا العشار عطلت وإذا الوحوش حشرت وإذا البحار سجرت وإذا النفوس زوجت وإذا الموءودة سئلت بأي ذنب قتلت وإذا الصحف نشرت وإذا السماء كشطت وإذا الجحيم سعرت وإذا الجنة أزلفت علمت نفس ما أحضرت فلا أقسم بالخنس الجوار الكنس والليل إذا عسعس والصبح إذا تنفس إنه لقول رسول كريم ذي قوة عند ذي العرش مكين مطاع ثم أمين وما صاحبكم بمجنون ولقد رآه بالأفق المبين وما هو على الغيب بضنين وما هو بقول شيطان رجيم فأين تذهبون إن هو إلا ذكر للعالمين لمن شاء منكم أن يستقيم وما تشاءون إلا أن يشاء الله رب العالمين.
ما شاء الله شيخ جزاك الله.
وإياك.
Sheikh, you said before we started your son is also completing his hifz. Will it be in Ramadan still, inshallah?
Yeah, he's still busy. It's left with him Al Imran and Baqarah to complete. Yeah, so now he's busy reading.
Oh, he's from the back. Yeah, you said
from
two surahs.
Yeah,
at the beginning. Yeah, you said at the beginning two surahs.
Surahs like so he's doing Al Imran and Baqarah to complete. So now he's busy doing Taraweeh. So I gave him a break for revision for his Taraweeh. So
MashaAllah.
I'm not giving a new lesson. So it's full time by my own school,
Okay,
Jam'iyyat
mashallah.
Uthmaniyah.
So where you currently based, Sheikh?
At Monview,
Mount View, mashallah.
Masjid al-Ansar, Mansour.
Masjid al-Mansur.
Mansour.
Jazakallah, Sheikh. Shukran for taking
Alhamdulillah.
out of your time. And I cut your meal short also. I
Oh,
cut
yeah,
your supper.
yeah, I was
You're
busy,
eating liquor. You're
I was
eating liquor.
eating liquor, lekker eet.
Liquor,
Yeah, lekker eet, yeah.
But Jazakallah, Sheikh. Shukran for you. And all the strength.
Inshallah.
You know, all the Huffaz need this strength during the month of Ramadan.
Definitely.
Taraweeh can be challenging. Sheikh, but I just maybe want to end off with some advice, inshallah. One, for the community, when the Hafiz does make a mistake. Number two, to the Hafiz, when he does make a mistake and he knows his work.
Yeah. I think this is something I've already said it. I'm just repeating it. For the community to adhere that Quran is a mu'jiza. Quran is a miracle. Quran is not our kalam, it's kalamullah. So if something doesn't belong to you, you can't own it fully, completely.
You're never gonna own it. Yeah, it's not yours.
Because the owner got in charge of it. You try your best to do what you can, but that doesn't mean you can do it perfect. It's Allah who is perfect. You understand? So community must understand that if a Hafiz is making mistake, that doesn't mean he didn't do it. He did it. That's why he stood there. But the only thing is make dua for him so that next time Allah gonna strengthen him so that he will be able to make it right. And as a Hafiz, if you stand and you make a mistake, don't lose hope. Never lose hope, because that is the end. That is not the end of your life. You have to look at your back. Who are the people standing behind you? How many ajza they have memorized by themselves? You understand? When you look at it that way, then why were you putting in front? You are being chosen by Allah.
You are a leader.
You are a leader. So Allah has chosen you to do that job for Allah, right? So continue doing it and strengthen yourself more and read more and more and more. But you have to start. You see what makes us mistakes? I'm part of them. What makes us making mistakes? Number one, overfocusing.
Overfocusing, yeah.
Right? Overfocusing. When you overfocus on something, then you're leaving the real behind you. So before you realize, you have skipped what you needed to
You're looking at tomorrow, but you're supposed to be focusing on today.
On today. You understand? So this is what is happening within our recitation. So I'm thinking, okay, this verse maybe is easier for me to done with it. So now let me think of
on the next
one. So then before you realize, you are already out from that one. So this is petty mistakes that it used to. There are some words you're very familiar with them, but you can't utter them when the time comes. Can you imagine?
Yes, sir.
You know, you pronounce, like for instance, to say Allah is talking about people who are good. Then you as a Hafiz, you know Allah is saying about this, that, and then the reward gonna be good. But you're gonna end it, the reward is bad. Without you even feeling it, without you even knowing what you're saying.
Yeah, you know, I mean, even if you speak the Arabic language,
if you understand, if even you understand, we're talking about those who understand. Those who understand, he knows what he's saying, but he's still giving you different interpretation. That is the ayah of Allah. It's a sign that Allah is in existence. It's a sign also telling us that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam received this book from Allah. It wasn't his book. It's Allah's book that he has given to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his ummah. May Allah safeguard all of us. I think this is the few advice I can give to the Hafiz and to the community, the Ma'mum who stand behind us. They must also know that the thing is not easy thing.
Yeah, during COVID 2020, we were crying to be behind the Huffaz.
You understand? Yeah.
Comes the next year, and now we're complaining.
Now you're complaining the Huffaz are making mistakes, they're doing this. Yeah, they're gonna make mistakes. The Quran is not for them. You know, it's part of it's part of it. Insan, must make a mistake.
Must.
As you are insan most. If it is not in the Quran, you're gonna make mistake in other things.
Definitely.
You understand? So to conclude, I will say, Barakallahu lakum wa baraka alayka ya Sheikh.
حياك الله.
May Allah safeguard you and your family.
Amen.
And then
And you, Sheikh. And you.
we thank those who are also watching us, that they take heed towards what we have discussed and then make a change, inshallah, near future, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala.
بارك الله فيكم. جزاك الله. شكرا شيخ.
الحمد لله.
حياك.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وأظلنا شهر السلام ضيف يزور بكل عام فإذا أهل هلاله في الكون ينحسر الظلام في الكون ينحسر الظلام.
I don't know why you cannot listen.